And welcome back to another edition of Press Play. We got a good show for y'all today. Our guest, we got NFL, Markus Golden. We're going to talk about John Wall and his first game back against the Wizards. And we're going to talk about Trae Young against the Clippers and the Hawks. We'll be right back with more edition of Press Play, followed by 0 to 60.
I'm Jamison Williams. I attend Cardinals College Preparatory High School in St. Louis, Missouri. I'm a wide receiver committed to the University of Ohio State. I see a lot of great things in Dr. Hayes. She get me loose when I'm running my routes. I feel agile. Also on the track, it's the same thing, so I'm really loose running my races.
I'm Dr. Connie Hayes with Fit for Life Sports and Rehab. If you want a competitive edge on the field, call me, 314-532-0957.
Hey, welcome back. I got my guy Will Franklin here with me. What's going on, man?
What's going on, Z?
Another show, another day, huh?
Hey, another day.
T.Y. Cole, what's up with you?
Come on, Doc. I'm ready to work. You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready, man.
Right.
And our special guest, Markus Golden for the Arizona Cardinals. What's up with you, man?
What's up with you? Appreciate y'all having me on.
Hey,
today,
man. Hey, we're going to get right into it, man. I know your season. I'm a Rams fan. Let me state that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you part of the home team, so it's all love. I know y'all had a chance to try to make the playoffs and everything, but certain things happened. What would you say? How do you think y'all season went?
Man, of course, anytime you get out there, you want to be able to make the playoffs and be able to go to the postseason, compete to play in the Super Bowl. But I say, man, it was a success because we did better than the year before. Team got better. Everybody competed. You know, of course, like I said, you want to get out there, you want to win, but it's motivation this offseason to push and try to come back next year and beat your team, the Rams.
Oh, yeah. Because you know this because you're actually playing in the division. That's one of the toughest divisions.
Yeah,
So it was a possibility we could have had, or you all could have had 3 teams in the NFC West. So with y'all going into Kyler Murray, this would be his 3rd year. You know, y'all doing it. Hopefully, Chandler Jones come back off the injury. Both of y'all coming off the bookends. That can kind of give y'all a lot. And then y'all drafting more this year. What do you think y'all need to try to put y'all up and compete with Seattle and compete with L.A.?
First, like you said, we got the quarterback, Kyler Murray. I came halfway through the year, but being able to play with him for half a year, man, he got a lot of game. He got a lot of game for sure. Bright future. Chandler Jones, best pass rusher in the league, man. I played with Chandler Jones before, and he an animal, man. He make me better, motivate me to go hard on the field. So I'm excited to get back with him, rush from the edge with him. And other than that, I feel like we really just got to keep building. It's a young team, a good coaching staff. Just keep building. I trust in Steve Kahn, the GM. I know he's gonna make some good picks and draft picks for sure this season. So I just say stay focused. We got a good team. Just keep building, and we should have a lot of success.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the wide receiver here. So you know Larry Fitzgerald. I don't know if he coming back or not. And you know who they got. They got Hopkins over there.
The best.
What do you think would help them? Do you think they need to get another receiver? Do you think they need to go on defense? What you think they should do?
I think offensively they set, man.
Yeah.
Man, with the receivers that they got, just the core, not just B-Hop and, you know what I mean, Larry the Great. I think they core alone is great. You know what I mean? Actually, I would go more towards the offensive line to make sure we can protect the prize. If the prize is Kyler Murray. As long as we can protect them, I think they'll be fine, man. I think, like you said, when Chandler get back and with him on the other end, that's enough to be reckoned with. And what's your guy 32, man?
Buddha.
Man,
Buddha,
man, like that guy, he he plays hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He makes you have real excitement about watching the Cardinals
Right,
play, man. 'cause
right.
He played one way. You know what I mean? He respect the game. You can tell how he played the game. He respect the game.
Yeah.
And you can't ask for nothing more than a guy on the back end.
Yeah.
You got dogs up front.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So what you think, Ty? What direction you think they should go?
You know, I was really impressed with the Cardinals this year. I think they just kind of got hurt a little bit, got
Yeah.
banged up. But honestly, like, I agree with Will. They need to tweak a little bit on the offensive line just to protect Kyler a little bit more. But for the most part, they look really good. And like I said, if that last stretch they weren't banged up, I really thought they were actually going to make the playoffs, honestly.
Yeah,
I really
me
did.
too,
I ain't going
me
to lie.
too.
But, no, I think they just need to tweak the O-line a little bit and maybe, start finding a couple more corners. But other than that, I think they're pretty set.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm hoping, I'm because I want to see my squad do their thing, but I like what y'all building. I remember I was at the game actually when Aaron Rodgers threw the Hail Mary. I was at that playoff game.
Oh, okay.
You talking about somebody tired, man. It's fans. I know y'all didn't have fans like that this year. They don't sit down. I'm like, come on, man, let me sit down, man. but I like I said again, I like that division. I like Kyler Murray. I like what you doing. Like you said, if Chandler Jones come back and he's healthy and he's the same Jones, that's going to allow you to get a lot of one-on-ones.
Yeah.
And you can do your thing. And them coming off them ends, I mean, y'all can change the complex of the game.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping you do your thing, man. I'm hoping everything is good. So
I
now
got a question
go
for
ahead.
him, though.
Yeah, go ahead.
When he get back, who is going to have the best D-line in that conference?
In the conference, gotta go with us. The Cardinals
Okay,
all the way.
okay.
Go back
'cause
to
he,
when.
he a Rams guy. You know,
When me and Chandler played a full season together, man, we had the most sacks in the league, most sacks than your guys over there at the Rams.
That's all I'm asking, man.
Me
You
and
know?
Chandler together, man, we're gonna bring some noise off their edge, man. That's why I can't wait to play back with them.
Hey, Marcus, I had a question for you. Mizzou just hired Coach Wilkes as the DC. You played under him. Speak a little bit about what he's bringing to the Mizzou culture. What should the fans expect? What should the players expect as well, too?
Like I said, man, Coach Wilkes, man, I had the honor to play with him for 1 year. We had a tough year, man. So, and during that year, I'm the type of guy that watch people, man, when it's down, and when it's going bad.
Right.
And he came to work every day like a warrior, man, like a warrior every day, ready to fight, no matter what. Even though the year was going bad, he a first-year head coach. He came to battle. Anytime a guy can do that, I got a lot of respect for him. So you can expect him to come to work every day, go hard for us. And I really believe he's gonna bring us a lot of success next year, and he's gonna have that defense flying around making plays.
So we know about a big game coming up. We got to ask everybody we have on the show since it's at this time. Who you got? You got the Chiefs or you got Tampa Bay?
It's crazy. Everybody been asking me that, man. It's crazy for me because I got peoples on both sides.
Yeah.
Like Tyrann Mathieu, that's my dog. I
Yeah,
played with him in Arizona.
yeah.
Alex Okafor, he played defensive end for the Kansas City Chiefs too. Then you go over to the Buccaneers. That's my whole coaching staff.
Yeah.
I played with Arizona, Bruce
Yeah.
Aaron's, and
Yeah.
so I'm in the middle.
That's
I'm in the
head
middle.
coach.
I'm in
Yeah,
the middle,
so-
man, 'cause I can't go against my guys I went to war with. Then I can't go against the man that drafted me.
But I'm not just asking you as a player or as a friend. I'm just asking you just being just a fan of the game.
Yeah.
If you was just, we put you on the spot, like we got you on the spot, and just ask you who you think have the best chance or the best team to win.
Yeah.
Not to take your
Hey,
friends out.
I wish I was there. Like I
Exactly.
said, I wish I was there. If I was there, I'd say my
Okay.
team. But
Yeah.
like I said, I'm in the middle,
Okay,
man.
then. Okay,
It's one of the
then.
ones where I'm going to
Okay.
sit back and watch and, man.
And enjoy it.
Yeah, and enjoy it. And watch, it's going to be a competitive game. You know them guys going to be flying around. Got to give respect to the great Tom Brady. He out there, you know. It's crazy how he ended up in the Super Bowl again. So I'm excited to watch it, man.
So since we got a D in here, I'm going to ask you all, who y'all think got the best DNs in that game, Tampa or the Chiefs? Because they got Frank Clark, but they got Shaq Barrett and Paul.
That's tough. I got to go with Tampa. Tampa. You watched that last game. Them boys, they hunting.
Yeah. What you think? What you think?
That's tough. Like that's really tough because
Come on, Will.
Paul played. He played like an animal that
Yeah.
game. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean. Like it's hard. You know what I mean. And really understanding his disability that he have.
Yeah.
And to do what he did this year, let alone in that game, like to me, he stood out.
Yeah.
Okay,
You know what I mean? So I would take Tampa.
We can keep going on about this, but guys, we got to press pause right now, and we're gonna take a quick break and be back with more Press Play. Yeah, see.
I'm Jamison Williams. I attend Cardinals College Preparatory High School in St. Louis, Missouri. I'm a wide receiver committed to the University of Ohio State. I see a lot of great things in Dr. Hayes. She get me loose when I'm running my routes. I feel agile. Also on the track, it's the same thing, so I'm really loose running my races.
I'm Dr. Connie Hayes with Fit for Life Sports and Rehab. If you want a competitive edge on the field, call me, 314-532-0957.
And we're going to get right back into more press play. Man, let's talk about John Wall. You know, he went back and played his old team, got into it with Westbrook, but he got the win. I'm going to start with you, Will. We was talking when we went on break. Who you think got the better end of the trade as of now?
Houston right now.
Right now.
I mean? I think with Brad going down for the days that he went down, you can't really see much of what the Wizards can do. But Houston, as of right now, as of that game, I'll say Houston won that one.
So I'm going to talk to you, Marcus. See, you've been traded from a team, and you know how it is. Everybody want to go back to that team and shine.
Yeah.
And definitely when you feel like I was that guy and y'all don't trade me. If you was John Wall, how would you take that?
What, being traded in
Yeah.
general? It depends. It depends. If I'm in a good position, if you traded me to be in a better position as far as my career,
Yeah.
of course, you know, when I go against you, I'm gonna be mad and ready to go against you. But at the same time, I respect you for letting me move on and be able to go somewhere where I could better my career at the same time. But like you said, anytime you go play some guys that you used to play with, you ready for war. You want to go out there and kill them.
It's like playing your brother or something. If y'all see each other, or one of your guys, when y'all went to 2 different high schools or 2 different colleges, it's like, man, you know my work, man. I'm going to show y'all.
Yeah, you're right.
You know
That's
what I'm saying?
exactly how I felt when I
Yeah.
played against the Giants this year.
Oh, man.
So
For
they
sure.
traded me
Yeah.
when I went back. I felt the same way. I was like, man, they're going to have to see me today.
Yeah. So I'm
Yeah,
going
I
to
know
ask you,
I
too.
am.
I'm going to ask you, too, Ty, what you think?
It's pretty clear cut to me. I ain't gonna even sugarcoat it. First of all, that man, Russell Westbrook, has been very bad this season. You feel me? It's just it's just what it is. Yeah, he been getting some triple doubles. Yeah, his stats look good. But if you're talking about shooting from the field, what he doing?
Like 31%.
Come on, man, it's been bad.
Oh, man.
Now, we're saying who won the trade. I don't think anybody won because I don't think maybe either one of them make the playoffs, honestly.
Yeah, right.
You feel me? So, but if you're talking about just by the record right now, I guess I would have to go with the Rockets.
But did the Rockets get some? Didn't they get like a first round pick? Somebody got some draft pick. So not even just saying that. It seems like what we've always said about Westbrook is that he needed to transition his game like a Jason Kidd or some. Even it's crazy to say, even like a Derrick Rose at this point, because once his athleticism started to wane, he still haven't gotten a good shot. He's not good at the free throw, and he keeps shooting threes like he's Steph Curry or somebody.
I think this is his biggest problem. I think the injuries on his knees have impacted what he can do. You get what I'm saying? Like, not trying to be disrespectful, but his game is predicated on athleticism. You know what I'm saying? Being the fastest guy, pushing, being the most physical. That wear and tear, that adds up, So I think he's starting to hit that point where, him carrying OKC and going 82, then going to the play, it's catching up with him.
But he ain't listening to nobody based on what we're saying.
For sure.
I don't want to just put that out on the man, but we all watch sports. Even you as a football player, you watch everything, and we definitely watch basketball. All of us is saying the same thing. Just like even LeBron, we know he's big, but now he's even shooting a 3-point. He's shooting what, 41%? And this is in year 18. So you had the knee injuries. He had the injuries that Westbrook had, no Derrick Rose, and he's still not transitioning. He's still just coming down, just pulling up. He's still not getting them involved. You down there getting assists based on trial and error, and not so much as actually getting everybody involved.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
that's not his game. There has never been Westbrook game, and that's what made the OKC thing crumble out there.
Yeah.
Like James Harden was able to get shipped out of there. KD, like, man, I got to go because they need a true point guard. You know what I mean? Which is why I don't think it's going to really work in Brooklyn with that three-headed monster, it's still no true point guard there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, he is who he is. You know what I mean? You either love him or you hate him.
So you think you're going to go out like AI then?
No, I think with Brad coming back, it'll take that ball out of his hand as much. When Brad was gone, he's stuck. He has to handle the ball.
I ain't seen nobody take the ball out of his hand. Not KD, not James
Before
Harden.
Brad had to go through, was it COVID protocols?
Yeah.
Brad was averaging
But
30 something.
I mean,
34.
KD was averaging.
So the ball is in his hands, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You have to take the ball out of Westbrook's hands as much as you can. You know what I mean? He's not someone that needs to have the ball. He's going to pound.
Hey, but my fear about him having the ball not in his hands is what is he going to do with the ball not in his hand? We can't spot you
Right.
up. You know what I'm saying? And everybody know you looking for the back door, you looking for the lob. We ain't worried. Like, he can't shoot right now.
And his lob's getting kind of 7-Up Sprite-ish.
I ain't gonna lie. I just think the young man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I just think he's a cooked product right now. You know what I'm saying? I think he's hit his ceiling. And there's nothing wrong with that. And I think he's starting to decline.
2 years left on his contract? See, that's where it gets scary right now. We know he got guaranteed. See, like even with you all, y'all know a lot of y'all money is guaranteed. It's the bonus is guaranteed, or y'all have a certain amount. Them, if I sign for 140, I'm getting 140. It's starting to seem as if they dealing with him based on his guarantee and not based on his play. Yeah. So even with you coming from New York, you can attest to this. You say, like you said, you came after Chandler Jones, or you got traded and he went down with an knee injury. You know you have to adjust your game because it's the ultimate sport. It's like these guys, since there's only 5 guys and they superstars, they don't learn to adapt. And he could become the AI or the Carmelo, even though definitely Carmelo had a longer career than him. So what do he do? What do we do? He ain't listening to nobody.
That's a good question. That's a good question. We shall see. You know what I mean? I hope that he takes a veteran approach and he listens to some of the other older guys that has been, you know what I mean? Because you can always reach out to the older pros and be like, man, what should I do in this situation? You know what I mean? I think of someone like Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah.
Reach out to the point guard guy. Ask him, you know what I mean, how do I handle this situation as my athleticism decreases?
I honestly think also take on the role of the Rondo when he played with the Celtics of just you don't need.
But he's been a superstar.
Yeah, and that's okay. But you have a superstar.
Yeah.
Let him be
him
your
be the guy.
superstar.
Yeah.
And you
Let me ask Marcus this, Marcus. You done been in the locker room with guys, superstars and everything, and you're a great player yourself. But you have seen guys who you came in the league with that you knew them as you was coming through Mizzou. How do they handle that, knowing that their player is declining and a young guy like you is coming to replace him? It's hard. So I'm asking you, if you was in Westbrook's position or you was able to talk to him, what would you say to him?
Really do what's best for the team, man. If you know what you've been doing and been working and been helping the team, at the end of the day, like you said, reach out to the older guys, get knowledge from them. But I said at the end of the day, man, you got to do what's best for the team and what you're doing. If it ain't helping the team win, then anybody, if you know that ain't nobody more important than the team, we all know that.
Right.
Yep.
So if that ain't gonna make them want to change it, then nothing will.
Right.
And that's the tough part about it, because he's been used to having his way for so long. The only time that since he came in the league or since he been playing basketball that he had to defer was when he was at UCLA with Darren Collison. That first year, he was more of a defensive stalwart. Before that following year, he took that step with Kevin Love and them. So you talking about his sophomore year, and he been in the league, what, 10 years? 10, 12 years?
Yeah, about 12 years.
That's hard to dial back on when you just left OKC being it's your team. Then you go to Houston, and now you're there.
I can't say that's hard, man. You're a pro.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
And if you want to win, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's
Like
it.
the
You
team.
know what I mean? Like, you're a pro.
Winning.
You have to figure it out. You know what I mean? We can't make excuses.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When you're a pro and you the superstar like that, you have to be the one to make the adjustment, not your teammates. You know what I mean? You got to make the adjustment to make everything else work. So it's on him. Again, you reach out to people for help. You know what I mean? You don't sit there and you don't call into a hole and like, man, whatever, me against the world. No, you're a pro. You get it done. You figure it out.
Okay, well, I mean, we talked about it, and hopefully he get better, and hopefully if they don't, Bill got to go. We're going to press pause on that topic, and we'll be back with more Press Play.
Just One Taste is moving on up. Located now in the heart of Florissant, 18 Patterson Plaza, serving the best chicken, fish, shrimp, tripe, and soul food sides. We also have catering and food truck services. And after one taste, you will be a customer for life.
Hello, I'm Simeon the Mortgage Man with Bank Midwest Mortgage. I have over 20 years of experience as a mortgage banker, and our state-of-the-art secure online mortgage center allows you to conveniently submit your application and documents online. Call me now at 314-485-9838 or apply online at SimeonTheMortgageMan.com. Allow our family to help your family reach your goal of home ownership. Simeon the Mortgage Man with Bank Midwest Mortgage.
And we back. We're gonna jump into the third segment with Trae Young and the Hawks. They beat the Clippers. They doing their thing. I mean, the East is basically the East have gotten a lot better since 3-4 years ago. Each year they progressing because you got Boston, of course you got Philly, and now with the Nets. So they're getting good. So to see Trae Young and them beat the Clippers, which is right behind the West with the Lakers, what y'all think about that?
Man, that was a solid win for them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially going up against the hot Clippers. Like, the Clippers been rolling lately.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So to see them get up for a game like that and actually come out with a W, that was big, man. And to see Trae continue to evolve as a true pro, you know what I mean? He's in year 2 of this. You know what I mean? It's interesting to see how that's going to play out down there with ATL and the leadership you get from Rondo. You know what I mean? I think that's the big key down there with them is learning from him. That man is what, a 3-time NBA champ now? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Two times. So he knows what it takes, and he's had a long career. So I think they're going to get better. It's a very young team, though.
So what you think about the Hawks?
About the Hawks, I don't really watch the Hawks too much, but Trae Young,
Right.
man, I heard he wasn't playing too well, but he's starting to turn it around.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, and see that's what concerns me because if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if Paul George done played.
Paul George and Kawhi didn't play.
Yeah,
They're in
so
COVID
it's like
protocol.
they got
Okay.
the win,
Yeah.
but really did they get the
man.
win?
They
A
pros.
win is a win.
Yeah,
man.
you know what I mean? Like, I
It
can't,
go
you know what I
down
mean?
to
Like,
the
you know what I mean? This ain't your JV playing the board. You know what I mean? These pros at the end of the
Kinda.
day. Yeah, you know what I mean? So,
Now,
So what you think?
Now, I told y'all fellas earlier in the season, the Hawks are gonna make the playoffs 6 through 8. Remember?
6. So you think they got a chance to
Hold
be
on.
the 6th seed?
They're as high as the 6, but they will make the playoffs. Why did I tell you that? They have leadership now. They have actual guys that you can actually rely on outside of, like last year he had Cam Reddish and other guys, young guys, you know what I'm saying? You got John Collins, you got Bogdan, you got Rondo, you got Clint Capella. Like, they got bigs. And if you notice, like you said, Trae Young wasn't playing as good. Yeah, but last 3 games, over 38, that's all wins. They won 4 out of their last 5. Yeah. I mean, yeah, they didn't win against, I mean, they beat the Clippers without Kawhi and Paul George, but like Will said, they still pros at the end of the day. And honestly, they getting their rhythm. They getting their rhythm.
So you said you said 6 through 8. So that's saying a lot to get 6 seed now in the East. Now at first it wasn't saying much because a lot of them from 6 to 8, there'd probably be maybe 4 or 5 games separating them. You asking a lot for that young team to be the 6th seed. Do you think Trae Young can actually carry them?
Yes, I mean, they're young, but they also got older real quick. They got some experience. I mean, Clint Capella, he been in the playoffs. You know what I mean? Rondo, he been to the playoffs, you know. Their shooter, Bogdan off the bench, they got scoring. I think Trae Young is in a good position because for the first time, yeah, he dribbles the ball a lot, but he got some guys he can trust. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard trusting. I ain't trying to knock Cam Reddish. He just isn't there yet in his development. It's hard to trust him right now, you know? But when you got some guys
this
around
Cam Reddish second year, right?
yes, it is.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you, Will, do you think Trae Young will be a perennial all-star for the next 5 years, or would he ever take the step to be 1 or 2 top point guards in the East?
That's tough. You know what I mean? That's tough. You know what I mean? I can't even put a finger on that. I think he will be an all-star. I don't know for the next 5 years, but I think he
I'm
will
talking
be an
about
all-star.
perennial. Is he going to be
He would
a
be an all-star,
Kyrie?
man. He would be an all-star. That kid is very good, man. He can actually shoot that ball. You know what I mean? And that's what the league is, like, who can shoot it. You know what I mean? I don't know if he's going to be able to average 35 and be an all-star. You know what I mean? I think he's going to have to do some other things, but if he's just going to score a lot of points, that's not going to help that team win. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like,
Agreed.
Yeah.
he cannot put up 40 a game and expect them to win. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like that's
Right.
good for his accolades, which will get him to be an all-star. But for that team to win in the East, the way the East is stacked now,
Yeah, the East
you know
is-
what I mean?
the
Like
East
to
is-
me, the lowest team is ATL and like the Pacers. Like,
Right.
But those are not bad teams in the East. So
no.
I don't know. You know what I mean? In the sense of he'll be the perennial all-star. I think
So
he will be an all-star.
I'm gonna ask all y'all this. Word just came out that it's a possibility that the NBA All-Star game gonna be in Atlanta. I ain't gonna go in, but that's Atlanta.
There's a letter.
So if the All-Star game is in Atlanta, a lot of guys is really trying to play and be down there and give a reason to make it down there. So now do you think Trae Young would really, because now you want, this your first game, this All-Star game, whether they have fans or not, you want to be a starter at home. Do you think he start gunning, or do you think he start to learn that I need to be more efficient and get more people involved?
Man, I don't know, man. We actually don't know how this is going to turn out. You know, just learning how the NFL is going to do the games this year. Like the teams not getting there 2 weeks in advance like they usually do. They getting there the day of. You know what I mean? Tampa's already there, so I don't know how it's going to go with how COVID is going. You know what I mean? But he should be trying to shoot for that anyway, just to be an all-star for
That's
the team.
Atlanta.
You know what I mean?
So
But
what you think?
Again,
What you think?
Hey, I'm with Will, man. I know he should be trying to just do whatever best for the team, but at the same time, you know, you want to get to that All-Star game. You want to get there, especially if this going to be your first one in your city, too, where you're playing it.
And I think he's going to make it, but I'm talking about a starter. So do you think he'll make it as a starter type?
I don't think he'll make it as a starter just because, I mean, you do got James Harden now. You do got Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
You got Kevin Durant. That's three
Jason
right there.
Tatum.
That
Yeah.
probably Jason
You know?
Tatum. You can argue Jaylen Brown should be
Yes.
starting. You know what I
that's
mean?
true.
So it's
But
deep
they still
over there.
they still doing a point guard. They doing two. So they just doing 2 guards and 3 forwards, right?
Right.
So out of them, because a couple of them guys are not guards.
Hold on, and don't forget, Brad Bill got to fit somewhere in there too.
Exactly.
Yeah, they played him. They
It's about
played
his
him
time.
last
Yeah,
year.
They gotta
yeah,
start
yeah.
giving
They
him
played
the
him
split.
last year.
So yeah, it's.
I ain't gonna say
again,
starter.
I think he's going to be an all-star.
Yeah.
Not a perennial all-star.
Yeah, but see,
I don't know.
that's
I
tough.
think he can make multiple ones. I just don't think he's gonna be that starter. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's some.
But that's when you
You
start
got
talking
Kemba,
about
too.
perennial. When you say a starter, whether it's a Westbrook, whether it's Steph Curry, whether it's Kyrie, you know, because even Kemba done made all-stars,
That's what I'm
but
saying, Kemba can.
he don't come to mind when we say perennial
Yeah,
like
true.
those guys. You see what I'm saying?
right, for sure.
But he young, they not gonna win a championship. So do he gun like you? That's big. Whether they, you know what I'm saying, whether they have fans or not, to say I was the one I started the All-Star game, because they've been there since 2003.
I could be tripping, but I would think sometimes those players use that time to get to know other guys. You know what I'm saying? And one thing that is a narrative already around him is he's a gunner. You need to be trying to do other things to bring guys. You know, you want guys to come play with you.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I don't think he should be. I don't think he'll gun either. Honestly.
And Atlanta is an attraction city, so
Right.
you know what I mean. If he take that label off him as a gunner and make guys feel more welcome, like
Yeah.
the city sells itself.
Yeah, the city sells itself.
Who
as far
don't
as
want to
the-
live in Atlanta?
As far as the nightlife.
You know what I mean? Just period. You know what I mean? Whether it's nightlife, whether you want to be a business
shopping.
entrepreneur person, shopping, whatever it may be, Atlanta offers a lot to you as an athlete. Why wouldn't you want to go to Atlanta?
Yeah, I understand that, but I mean, we're gonna wrap this thing up. We appreciate you, Marcus, for coming out.
sure.
Yeah,
To
for
talk to us, man, to give your insight, man. I'm hoping you have a great season. I'm hoping y'all finish second. That's neither here nor there, you know. But no, seriously, man, we appreciate you coming, man. Of course, my brothers, I appreciate doing the show with y'all, man. Another show, Press Play, powered by 0 to 60. We'll see y'all again. Peace.